Great. Well, welcome to the Affinity Infusion channel. I am here to talk about specialty tea and what exactly specialty tea is. Affinity, I'm the inventor of the Affinity Infusion process. This is a patented process which is designed to brew loose leaf tea, large loose leaf tea, which is really the equivalent in the tea world of specialty coffee or whole bean coffee. So it's really basically what Starbucks has made their stock and trade on over these years and created the whole trend on whole bean coffee, ground fresh, and then customized drinks created out of that. Well, specialty tea is much the same thing. Much like coffee and coffee beans, when they're broken down, they tend to oxidize, which means the oxygen can get to the internal structure of the coffee bean, and this causes it to lose its freshness and flavor. Much the way when you slice an apple and leave it out on the table, that apple turns brown. That's the oxygen interacting with the apple. So what specialty tea is the larger leaf as it's been picked off of the tea plant in the countries of origin. So I'm going to use this paper to give you an example. Let's assume that this is a tea leaf that's been pulled from the tea plant. The preservation method for hundreds of years for specialty tea has been to take the leaf, make it pliable through a withering process. And that withering process is the same thing that happens when you expose leaves to cool air over a period of time. There's a point where they become leathery. Much like the leaves when they fall off your tree in your yard, they become leathery and pliable before they actually get brittle and start to break. Well, under controlled circumstances, at the gardens, one of the 5,000 gardens throughout the world, uses this technique to make the leaf pliable. Once the leaf is pliable, then they take it and they twist it like this. Using this paper as an example, so if I were to light this paper on fire, it would burn more slowly than if it were open because the oxygen cannot get to the internal structure of this paper because it's twisted. So if I were to light this, it would burn slowly. Now, that's the same premise that's behind the tea leaves. If I twist a leaf like this, the oxygen cannot get to the internal structure of this leaf. So the object of tea brewing, high-quality specialty tea brewing, is to unfold this tea leaf. Now that's the reason they don't put high-quality large leaf tea into tea bags, because there's no space for the leaves to open. Imagine putting this into a bag with a bunch of other pieces just like it. It's going to try to hold it closed. So the object is to use an agitation process to open this leaf. Once it's open, then the object of tea brewing is to force water into the leaf. Once the water being forced into the leaf takes 3 to 5 minutes, as it has for hundreds of years, thousands of years actually, to be forced in at 14 pounds of pressure per square inch, which is what you're standing under, I'm sitting under right now. It's pressure here on Earth. Now, what the patented affinity infusion process does is takes the natural atmospheric pressure and increases it by 10 times. So with agitation opening the leaf in the first phase, and then utilizing pressure to cause the natural tea brewing process to happen 10 times faster. Why do you care about this? Because you're going to begin to see this. It's already in 100 locations. You're going to begin to see this all across the country, and you're going to start to be exposed to fresh brewed, high-quality, loose-leaf tea from all the 5,000 tea gardens throughout the world that you've been denied that opportunity to this point because there is no delivery method, for one, and for two, most of the high-quality loose-leaf tea in the world goes to all the other countries of the world which have grown up drinking tea. Good place to find good high-quality teas, Whole Foods Market. You can find high-quality loose-leaf tea at Peet's Coffee if you happen to have one of those nearby. But the experience that you're going to have once you convert to loose leaf tea, and once you begin to drink loose leaf tea, is something that can transform you. And the reason I say that is because I could put 2 cups of coffee down on the table, and most people cannot tell the difference in the way the coffee looks, in the way that it tastes. It's so similar. But with tea is very unique and very, it's something that anybody can tell the difference in the fragrance, in the body, in the color, and definitely in the flavor of the tea. Not to mention that the countries of origin are so vast and beautiful, and they're the two largest emerging markets currently. The two largest suppliers of tea in the world are India and China, and those two countries are the fastest growing economies with the largest populations on Earth. So tea drinking as a cultural phenomenon, and really high quality tea drinking and specialty tea drinking as a phenomenon, is going to take off over the next 10 years. So again, you asked me, why do you care? What does this matter to you? And what I'm saying to you is that as you venture out into the world, as business becomes more globalized, the understanding and familiarity with tea is going to serve you. So, not to mention that once you find the tea that speaks to you, you're instantly converted to being a tea drinker. And when I say that, tea is so diverse and so interesting that you can taste 15 different teas and think, I don't like any one of those 15 teas. And on the 16th one, you find the tea that speaks to you. And when that tea speaks to you, you instantly become a tea drinker. And that's not even to mention chai. Chai is one of those beverages, a traditional Indian beverage that's made from 7 teas and spices and herbs. And the primary ingredients of chai are cardamom, cinnamon, vanilla, and black tea, and peppercorns, and those make a very interesting flavor combination. Now, what's happening currently in the market is people are substituting rooibos, which is a South African root. It's marketed under the red tea label, so you may see it as red tea, but really it's a red, more of a needly bush that is caffeine free and has a very, almost like a cola flavor to it. And so you'll be seeing that, and sometimes you'll see that substituted in chai blends. So you'll see like a red chai, a green tea chai. But the explosion of chai is really introducing many new people into the realm of specialty tea, and it's just now getting to be something that's going to take off. So I welcome you here. I welcome you to watch this, and this is the first of my explanations of tea and where the tea market, I believe, it's going to go. And don't forget to look for the Affinity Infusion process. Thank you.